In the UK, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has some questions to answer, yet again over his wife's finances. In fact, Labour leader Keir Starmer's statement has sent alarm bells ringing. What is this all about? What exactly did Akshata Murty do this time? Let me just break it down for you over the next few minutes. But before that, let's just have a look at what this statement really is all about. Labour leader Keir Starmer saying, and I'm quoting, "I think there are questions to answer in relation to this. There seems to be an emerging pattern of behaviour here. So I think the sooner those questions are answered, the better." Now, where exactly is this coming from? What's going on? As it turns out, a company partially owned by Rishi Sunak's wife has received taxpayer cash. And it was no ordinary amount, by the way. Murty runs an investment company named Catamaran Ventures Limited. Catamaran, in turn, holds around 2,500 shares in a startup called Study Hall. The startup was founded by Sophia Fenichel. It is developing an adaptive learning platform for students. Interestingly, in 2022, Study Hall received around $437,000 in government grant. It covers the period between August 2022 and August 2023. This, by the way, means the bid was made before Sunak became the Premier, but likely when he was the Chancellor. You see, the startup had Akshata Murty's interests, and suddenly it was blessed with government funds. I hope you realize it is the taxpayers' money we are talking about here. Downing Street insiders saying that the decision was external to the government. A funding panel made the final ruling and not the ministers. But can we really rule out foul play here? Who knows if a few strings were pulled? A few backs were scratched. Those are the questions that are being raised because there is a pattern here. First, it was Murty's non-domicile status. She saved millions of dollars, remember, on her tax bill, as per reports, all the while when cost of living was soaring in the UK and people were struggling here to make ends meet. And then her stakes in childcare agency Koru Kids came under the microscope. We have reported on this before as well. Sunak's wife owns shares in a childcare agency, Koru Kids, and she became a shareholder. This was on the 6th of March. And only 9 days later, on the 15th of March, the spring budget was unveiled. New childcare policies were introduced. New child minders were given an incentive of $746. But this incentive doubled under one condition. Childcare workers who joined through an agency would receive nearly $1,500. And as of now, 6 agencies are involved in this scheme. And guess what? Murty's Koru Kids is one of them. Jeremy Hunt has given taxpayers money to Murty's company. Former Health Secretary Matt Hancock also has a stake in Koru Kids. Is Akshata Murty using her husband's position for personal profits? Is the immediate question. Because simply put, it's highly likely that Sunak family will benefit from the new policy. But did Sunak admit to this when he was grilled by the MPs? He did not. In fact, he firmly said he had no other interests. And now, embroiled in a parliamentary probe, and as if that wasn't enough, here's another company with links to Murty, receiving public cash. This pattern has not evaded the MPs or even the public eye. Starmer saying Sunak has some questions to answer. And what exactly are these questions? Well, to begin with, are Sunak's public duties coinciding with his private interests? And what explains Murty's company getting government grants? And why was Sunak reluctant to declare his wife's stakes in Koru Kids? Is it all just a coincidence? Or is there something more to this? And how exactly do the Britons feel about it? As you know, it is the coronation week. Rishi Sunak and wife Akshata Murty will be leading the procession of flag bearers at King Charles's coronation. In fact, Sunak will also read out Bible verse. How will it board with Britons amid all the controversies? WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.